if we get we get a very good team, this season, but because of we lack those players, we will be say, for bring the team up to speed, that's affect us, in this league.
Okay, now we go come because we get a lot of things there for look at. Specifically for this league, as at updated league table we come out at the moment, should say Mighty Blackpool they na relegation zone or don't relegate because una don't play on a last match.
Yeah, definitely.
How una receive this?
Well, yesterday after we match, during we match, in fact, when we play with Wilberforce striker, we get see the ruling social media. We play match against Diamond Stars. We played a match against Diamond Stars on the 31st of July at Corner. We lost 2-0. Before the match...
Oh, so before you can look at the explanation, how will I receive this table way update?
Well, we don't receive in fact, we did not recognize it for now because as far as we're concerned, the updated table, Mighty Blackpool forget 43 points. So now that the table we see on social media is 40 points, right? And a disciplinary committee don't rule, in Mighty Blackpool favor against Diamond Stars, who they say for be added into that table.
So go into it. We're responsible for waiting.
Yes. On the 31st of July, we played against Diamond Stars na Kono. We lost 2-0, but we protest in the match that Diamond Stars use players where they are ineligible players, for playing at the Premier League. After that, we file in a protest. We do the procedure of protest, paying the protest fee. Then we do the protest. So the committee be called a hearing for both teams, Mighty Blackpool and Diamond Stars. That was on the 17th of August. We then called the hearing. We went to the hearing, but Diamond Star nobody attend the hearing. Based on the communication to the chairman, that they receive them very late, and we have to prove to them that we communicated to them on the 3rd of August, and we proved that through the email we will send to them, through the chairman. So after that, we see the 21st of, according to the ruling that was out yesterday, that communication may don't come out from the 21st of August. We then send the ruling that Mighty Blackpool don't be awarded 3 points and 2 goals. That ruling, we could say, stay for something like 2 days, because from the 21st, where the ruling, the decision don't be taken, and then on the 23rd, when them pull them out, right? So we see them. So after we played against Wilberforce Strikers yesterday, we win 1-0, and that match take us to 40 points plus the ruling is 43, right? And then we see on social media that the team get 40 points. And these players, what we talk about, just if you go to a ruling, there is a ruling between Diamond Stars and Star Sports when they rule against those two players, Ismail Jallo and Ibrahim Sori Mansari. These are the two players we they rule against. On the 5th of June, the disciplinary committee took a decision against those players that they are not registered to play the Premier League. And then on the 5th of June, they give the points to Star Sports with protest against Diamond Stars. And then if you don't get a player where the disciplinary committee don't see these, they're not eligible for play the Premier League in June 5, then on the 31st of July, Diamond Star go and use the same players here. So what makes them, if they were not eligible to play the Premier League in June 5, what makes them eligible to play the Premier League July 31st? Okay. When we get a transfer window, we don't close on the 17th of April. So this is our challenge.
Okay, now with this, before we come stretch the conversation a little bit further, we don't be joined by Santigi. We are a member of the Salon Premier League Board Media Committee team. Bye, good afternoon and welcome to this edition of the program Sports Update.
A very good afternoon, Jaffa. Good afternoon, choice listeners.
Okay, you go say plenty people you go say we don't round up on the league now. But before you can give your own take on waiting come up from the PRO for Mighty Blackpool. From the board, how would I describe this edition of Leone Premier League?
First, I think it's particularly very competitive, entertaining, interesting, but of course at the same time very challenging. From match week 1, we been all start from December 20th now put local to today where we get for end everything. It has been historic, first time in the history of Sahel football or top flight league football for see a league played and then we don't get any sort of disruption or anything of violence, major violence scenes. I think it's exemplary by every indication, despite the challenges where we get along the way, but we able to deliver the best interest of Sierra Leone. And this board, I think one thing we set way apart from any other board, it is because we actually not serve individuals, but the interest of Sierra Leone overall. Like I say, this don't be the very first ever top flight league in the history of Sierra Leone where the moment you crown a champion, the champion they receive in prize money. As I talk, reflective at the account of Eastern Lions when are the champions. And just yesterday, after Bantal and game, during the second half, during the halftime, we been also get for the second prize to Bantal FC. We then they set the path for further successive league boards. We get for take over the mantle for the next seasons ahead. I think all of the things and therefore be the limelight or for the gain momentum across social media platforms, across the media, the international media landscape, either from club executives or either from every other person within the around football. You can be a journalist or even people and we get voice we them voice matter now the global scene. I mean for things like this to happen, like I say, a very an exemplary example where other league ball for replicate in the image of Sierra Leone. And I think somehow, some way, like I say, we get challenging times. At the end of the day, we face challenging times at the end of the day. But at no point, it's certain team boycotts game because of financial constraints or because of other things. And I think decisions we don't come over the course of the season don't be explained in ways where every other person accepts. So I think except towards the end of the league, we a few other things, one for setback or one for key a bad image of what we don't build together as a country, and I think then they could be a stand against the board, and we will call any other thing like that one day very unfortunate.
Okay, so now like I talk one thing we the board can write home for write home about we good now this league now that when not take decision because of team. When I take them for the good of the game. And waiting again, where many people go grieve for now that the board, when it comes to disciplinary protest, don't make sure say in the pool report quick after hearing and things like that. We mean say
individual, you understand? So at the end of the day, they want to they determine or now they get for look for further other thing and deliberations. At the end of the day, from their side. It goes straight to the public. So in instances where we do its decisions of the board, like I say, they come out from individuals, whether you ever do it the disciplinary committee, a member from the disciplinary committee, or any other sector. Reach to the notice of the chairman of the secretary. It means say authentic. So in this regard, decisions of the nature then they if you look at the premise or the defense line of that decision, you actually will say, if you don't get around football for a very long time with the Premier League, or decisions whether they come from the Premier League, commensurate to the things, and we actually day in details, we're in details in that particular decision. So what are the try for put out straight now and the fact anything we not come out from the Secretary General or from the chairman not authentic. So in this regard, the decision or whatever way they go out on social media now with regard saying that the decision and the way the Premier League board take no day to the notice of the chairman or neither the secretary, because by every indication the secretary the board give the power for communicate to clubs. So in as much as that particular decision not come out from the secretary of the club, nobody know side and friend, and nobody know side and see, and nobody know who side that thing they come out. And then the chairman know in order to the knowledge of the chairman, in order to the knowledge of the secretary, and then I think the other 17 clubs say in order to the notice of them, because then a club we na the group where they represent the different clubs. Sometimes I might Blackpool know who side and pull them, but
so
I'm not too
but you
sure.
don't see the release?
I see the release, and like I say, now I make tell you the details of that release day.
What I come out from now?
That day I know detail, but what they say, anything will not come off from the this angle where I don't describe, totally unofficial.
So what means say the table where they right now?
The table where they right now, where we don't communicate at the official table, anything will not reflective. If decision come off from the body, it is reflective now the table. They get it right. Yeah. So if the decision will come off from the body not reflective now the table, means say the decision way whatever way they pass not correct. So if you reading that, or if you see the decision will come off from the board, it tells you say whatever way the table will come off from the body, it tells you say Mighty Blackpool no get they don't and no get the point where any other person they think they forget. So I think the board the table communicates exactly say the decision or whatever way people they pass around with very incorrect.
Okay, well, just for the benefit of listeners, if you don't see the decision will come out from, according to the press release, we get a banner of the Sierra Leone Premier League board letterhead, and also get a banner of the Sierra Leone Premier League board emergency disciplinary and protest committee. This one it gets a signature of lawyer Lamin M. Bayo, when the chairman for the emergency protest and disciplinary committee. Now, this one, even when it come out from the head of the disciplinary, we're missing at the chairman, it's still not authentic because it not come out from the board.
Listen, within our society, we you will say technologically everything they advance. Now you get the advance, you get AI, you get other technological instruments we people they use for impersonate other people and work. You understand? Yeah. So you can get a certain prompt, put an AI, tell and say now this you want, they give you exactly what you expect. So at the end of the day, it might be a situation of that nature. But what they tell you now the fact say whatever way they communicate, way they say come on from the board not correct, and then official because the board not communicate to anybody. So whatever way they out now not correct. So whoever did that, maybe do it in detriment and not do it at the wisdom of the
so before I come to this one, was it clear that the board been looking inside this issue?
There are issues where the board been look at. You understand?
Okay. But decision not come out.
But at the end of the day, if there are decisions where for be communicated, the public they know. But if the instances then they in America say the instances of certain protest or decision where they come directly from individuals from outside. You understand? So individual from outside no get nothing for do with decision, we get for do with the board. So at the end of the day, the communications channel between the board and the clubs, they come directly from the secretary. So if the secretary not communicates, whatever you see from the public, it's not authentic. It's as simple as that.
Okay, continue for still to inside the program. I bring you come inside for the PRO for Mighty Blackpool, Ibrahim Said Sankor. How you receive this word we come out from media committee member from the Salon Premier League board?
Well, firstly, we talk about the board that the clubs then get a group who say the all day. That's not the place where the Secretary General of Mighty Blackpool receive the hearing, where it disseminate them to we now we own ESCO group. Then before it go viral, so other clubs, all the clubs then they into that group, so then seven don't see them, right? The person Lamin, we na the chairman, right? One, there's any protest going on between Mighty Blackpool and Diamond Star? Yes, there's a protest. Two,
we by also talk about the disciplinary, they look at many issues.
Yes, we say then they look at many issues. One, then they look at Mighty Blackpool Diamond Star. Yes, then they look at Mighty Blackpool Diamond Star. Two, is there any hearing? Yes, there was a hearing where Mighty Blackpool attend. And when you go to the ruling of Lamin, it state clear that Mighty Blackpool come to the hearing, and then Diamond Stars pleaded that the time wouldn't give them shots, and so let them give them time. So it give them time up to Tuesday, and they reply in your own statements, right? And then he make make reference of in the ruling of the players them, right? So whether it's not it's not coming from Bayo now, this don't come out from late in the evening, right? Jaffa, if you are in the position of Bayo, a signature of your name, they circulate on social media, you are obliged to debunk that. Even from yesterday to now, you can debunk, say yes, no, this is not for me, or the right. And he make it clear in your ruling that them players there, okay, we held a similar decision in the protest decision between Kalon FC Cambo Eagles 10th June 2025, and also we have ruled on the eligibility of Ismail and Ibrahim Sori Mansari in our decision dated 5th June 2025. They were both held to be ineligible because they were not registered, and we strongly rely on this position as doctrine of steer decision, consistent in judicial decisions, right? Page 5 of the ruling. So it tells you they are aware that the committee, and we not see any decisions, we don't come out from the committee that somebody is debunking, like a member from the committee don't come out now say yes, this is not our ruling, right? We not see nothing like that. And then we don't get even the chairman who they talk about here. Who they see is hunting Mighty Blackpool. Hunting in the sense, in 2023, I'll give you reference of that. We have a player.
Who's chairman?
The chairman, Mageba, for the Premier League board.
Okay.
Right? In 2023, we finished second in the league. We were chasing Bull Rangers very close to them, competing in the league. And then we get one of our key defender, Winner Mohamed Ali Conte, popularly known as Alves. Then the disciplinary committee chairman by then was Mageba. He ruled against Ali Conte that the player not eligible for play for Mighty Blackpool, right? And then it's not our player. The player is not a Mighty Blackpool player. It belongs to Fritonian Sleeper. What we did as a club, we went to the players committee. We get where they determine the eligibility of ownership of players. We went against his ruling and we won the matter. And Alves continued for play for Mighty Blackpool. So we don't know what's in our own stance on decisions against Mighty Blackpool. Where it's still when decisions like this come out, they say they not receive them, they not get them. But we on secretary taken from the Premier League board group. Okay. And up to now, as we speak, no member from the group don't debunk the press release, right? So we are okay with that, and we are proceeding. We're following the law, through the football family. And then we know say we get a new ESCO with it now. And they not go and see short things like this they happen.
Okay.
Because we get a very good in the league done. We see a good praise for give the prize money to the winner, and then let not get the tail end of the league it end in chaos.
Okay, continue for still to inside the program. They continue inside the program now. We'll pause for a short while, take this break. When we come back, Fumble, we'll open the phone line so that you say for on the listen the voice to the discussion. 981. Now the number you go use for be part of this edition. You can call now for make your contribution and add the voice to the discussion with the carry on the program. You can also join with Facebook page and add the voice to the discussion with the carry on the social media and be part of the program where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Hassan Fuad Kanu. Before I come to you, I think we don't get to first call inside the program. Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes. Please, before we answer your call, move away from the radio set. Before we take any calls, we want to make it clear. If you call, we then noise the background and they give negative feedback to other people who they listen, we go get a decision for cut the call. So we'll take another call again. Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chairman Davis.
Yes.
Concerned citizen treatment.
Yes. What
Very,
are contribution?
Very interesting program. I just want to say hello to the two gentlemen, to Samko and to the gentleman we can represent the Premier League Board. But one question where I will ask them, Mr. Gentleman of the Premier League Board, the league done. Is there any appeal where Blackpool may make between a match against Diamond Stars? And if a team appeals for a match between the running of the league, I believe they will take decision before the end of the league day. I just want to know waiting will be if Blackpool may make an appeal or not make appeal with Conor match. Do you, Mr. Blackpool, one thing when we believe with Blackpool, or me not believe in injury and bug the team that much. We not care, Blackpool not care for get better player then. I don't know when like the time we came in there. I mean they go out, Blackpool when they do well, when they get player then. Like we just from when the league starts, we just win Blackpool win 3 games. Out of that 3 game deal, Blackpool let everything go. Well, just imagine, first round, second round, so I don't believe in injury. If I need you get cancer, you go down window. We don't get too much excellent player like MSC or waiting. Only player in Barcelona, one of the same as big. So me believe in who know your responsibility for make Blackpool fan himself this status with himself. I guess we concerned. Thank you.
Okay. We actually continue for wait on calls. We will come inside the program. Hassan, let's bring you in quick for just a minute or so for get a bite on this. From an independent point of view, for this league, one of the top flight league in this country, they go through issues around player registration. We'll get SLFA Connect, we get FIFA Connect for servers. Proof for all of the internet we come to registration. Is correct?
First of all, this particular situation, I want to say with clear line that there is a situation of misunderstanding and malice, and also something I will talk on professionalism. The show. One. I don't need a dictionary or a Pythagoras theory for can tell me for say if they pass a ruling against a player on a month for a different club, and then that same player day on that very same month day then go again, they use them within 1 month, you understand, on another different club, we no get transfer window and every other thing. You don't need for go begin set a committee. Some of them are very clear. If you don't pass a ruling for this player. Even have one player, but it's not two players talk about two. Then two very players there so then call them back again for another club. Say they appear. First, if you ask me, I use the Ragaman theory. Then play for ban them. Why mean ban them so that you will set great example. Because this is not the problem where the young people they are so they get. Then they come here the old money, come here the old money, come here the old money, and at the end of the day, then put institution them with very much reputable for go get conflict with the law. Now, clearly, Mighty Blackpool they accuse the Premiership Board chairman for say he gets something against them. You understand? The media policy we come, they talk say there's a procedure. One of the things they say they also do with me now. And not even say they not pass ruling. And it insists for say the procedure them where they use where you pass the ruling for announce the ruling. Now it not come out yet. And let me tell you, in all let yet, the league not done yet. There is still one more match to be played today at 4 p.m. You understand? So that table where they announce, maybe it can be anticipated, but the table not close it until I'm coming, please. Until after 6 p.m. today, now the table go close. But the Leone Premier League board gets the